You will need a Phillips head screwdriver, a replacement PCB-3 printed circuit board, and a mini flathead. Begin by unplugging the center module. Remove the center module from the Big Dipper tank and move to an adequate workspace. Flip the center module and use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the electrical enclosure. There will be 1 bolt on the rear and 4 on the front. Turn the bolts counterclockwise to remove the bolts. To avoid damage, do not use a power drill. Turn the center module on its side and lift the skimming wheel cover. Start lifting on the front and work around the edges. When lifting on the rear side, go around the back plate as illustrated in the bottom corner. Disconnect the push button ribbon and set the top cover assembly to the side. Your center module wiring may be different if manufactured before September 2019. It is recommended to take a picture before replacing your board to use as a reference when reconnecting the wiring of the replacement board. Disconnect the thermistor connectors using a flathead screwdriver. Turn counterclockwise until thermistor wires are able to be disconnected. Disconnect the motor connector by pushing inwards towards the tabs and pulling out. Disconnect the heater connector. Disconnect the safety switch connector and jumper connector from the side of your board. Disconnect the push button ribbon, which will be a gray ribbon connector. Your board should be free from any wire connectors. Remove the faulty board and set aside. Remove new board from packaging and set the new board on correct position as illustrated. Begin by connecting the push button ribbon. Connect the black heater wire to the top terminal position of the board. Connect the safety switch wire and jumper wire on the side of the board. Connect the motor connector by pushing the tabs in. Place both thermistor wires in the terminals using a flathead screwdriver, tying the bolts to secure the thermistor wires. You have replaced your printed circuit board. There may be residue around the groove where the electrical enclosure was removed. Remove all residue and clean around the groove. Thermocool will provide a replacement sealant to prevent moisture inside the center module. Apply the sealant on the groove where the electrical enclosure will be placed. Place the center module in a standing position and align the back plate on its groove. Connect the push button ribbon to the push button interface board on the electrical enclosure. Your electrical enclosure cover should be flush with the center module. Close the skimming wheel cover and turn the center module upside down. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, install the 5 bolts used to remove the electrical enclosure cover. There will be 4 bolts in the front and 1 bolt on the rear. When placing the center module in the Big Dipper tank, make sure the heater is submerged below the water level in the Big Dipper tank. Connect the center module to a receptacle and select the appropriate setting for your business.